hello everyone, and welcome to today's class. So today's class, the focus is going to be on our upper body, our neck, and our shoulders. Okay. So the first part of the class, the warm up, has been designed to release tension on your neck, on your shoulders, and your upper body. And then the main part is going to help you to balance and strength and mobility on your upper body. So we're going to start sitting. We're going to do some of the static exercises as well, neck exercises, to help you strengthen your neck. Okay. So we're going to start sitting on a comfortable position. So if you feel comfortable with your legs crossed, just stay there. Okay. You can always use a cushion, a block, something to sit on top. We're going to be here for a little while, so I really want you to feel comfortable in the position you choose. Okay, and you can always use a chair. Okay, so feel free to sit on top of a chair in the beginning, and then you can move into the mat later. Right? Okay, so when you're ready, when you are all in your sitting position, comfortable, we're gonna close our eyes. Okay, if that's comfortable for you. Otherwise, just keep your gaze down on somewhere on the floor. Good. And let's take a few moments to draw our attention inwards. Focusing on our breathing. Just taking a slow, deep, and wide breath. Start to lengthen your spine up to the lower back, middle back, upper back, through the neck, and up through the top of your head. And allow your shoulders to relax. And we're going to start drawing shoulder circles, rolling backwards. Gently, you can open your eyes. Just focus on the circles you are rolling, gentle. Imagine you are oiling your shoulders. Okay, now we're going to reverse the way of this circle. Good. And roll them once backwards and draw your shoulder blades down the back. Great. We're going to place our hands on the shoulders and we're going to start taking the arms forward and backwards. Again, rolling circles with your shoulders. Gentle. And then we're going to see if we can start taking our elbows closer together, okay? A little bit closer together so you start to open and widen the area on your shoulder blades. So see if you can take them together, otherwise it's fine. And then when you go back, see if you can touch your wrists, okay? Opening up completely and then release your arms down. So elbows to each other, widening shoulder blades. See if you can touch your wrist on the back and then release. Okay? So elbow to elbow, maybe touching your wrist back and release down. That's great. Wrist to wrist and release. Okay, this time, elbow to elbow, we are gonna hold the position there when you get there, okay? And take a few deep breaths here. Feeling the back, your back, open the shoulder blades, widening, opening, stretching. Good. And now we're gonna take the arms up. We're gonna get our wrists closer together, feeling the stretch there, all the stretch here on the side of your body. Hold it there for a moment. Breathe deep and wide. Again, now we're going to start to take our arms down. Just here, keep your hands on the shoulders and keep your elbows there. Okay, we keep the position there, opening here your collarbone. Okay, and now we're going to start taking the head from side to side. One side and to the other side. That's good. One more time on each direction. And then we're going to take the head back to center. And we're going to take the chin down towards the chest and up towards the ceiling. Down to the chest, up to the ceiling, down to the chest, and up to the ceiling. Back to center. Now we take the head to one side, drop the chin towards the shoulder. We're going to roll the neck in one direction, chin to shoulder, and roll the neck in the other direction. And roll the neck. Do one more time on each direction. Just allow the breathing to go with the movement. And then we take the head back to center. We're going to release our arms, but we're going to keep the wideness on the collarbone, opening the collarbone. Place your hands behind. Okay. From here, we're going to take one ear towards the shoulder, center, and take the other ear towards the shoulder, and center. And again, ear to shoulder, center, ear to shoulder, center. One more time on each side. Come back to center. Okay, we're going to take the arms back here. We're going to place the hands behind the hips. Okay, so we're going to take the elbows back. So to get the shoulder blades towards each other. Okay, just pinching them slightly, retracting the shoulder blades. And then you're going to take the chin towards the chest, elbows to each other, stretching down. Okay, so you open up, shoulder blades to each other, and chin towards the chest, elbows towards each other. Lengthen up tall, squeezing your shoulder blades, chin towards the chest, head down. And again, squeeze your shoulder blades together, opening up, and chin to chest, stretching down. We're going to do two more. Open, stretch, last one, and chin towards the chest, stretch there. And then release down. Lovely. From this position, we're gonna extend the arms all the way up. Okay, so we're gonna, you're gonna take your hands towards your right. I'm mirroring you, so I'm gonna go to the left, but you go to your right. Okay, so you twist your spine here, looking backwards towards your right arm. Okay, you're gonna center the head and take the ear towards the shoulder, towards your left shoulder. Just taking the ear there to the shoulder. And now you're gonna turn the head so you look towards your shoulder. That's good. Breathe deeply. So you keep breathing deep and wide. Slow and deep breaths. And then you're going to release. Hands to the center. You're going to place your hands on the floor. You're going to start to walk your hands forwards. Okay? Straighten there. A few deep breaths. And then start to take your hands back. Okay. It's from here, we're gonna place your right elbow on the floor. See if you can touch the floor with your elbow. Okay. And you're gonna look upwards towards the ceiling. Turn your left palm up and start to take the arm up and over your head. Feeling all the stretch along the side of the body there. Great. With the fingers towards the ceiling or wall, and then take your head back to center, look into the front. Start to take your arm down, halfway down, okay, and drop your head down towards the floor. Reach in with your left fingers towards the wall, head down towards the floor. Lovely. And then release and come on. Okay. From here, you're going to take the head towards the shoulder, towards your left shoulder. Okay. And then you're going to place your hands gently on your head. Okay. So your fingers are touching your upper ear. Okay. Very gentle. Don't pull. Okay. Just rest your hands there. Okay. The other fingers are going to reach towards the floor. Now you're going to turn the palm to the front, and you're going to start to draw circles with the arm. You're going to draw 4 circles in one direction, and now we'll reverse. 3 and 4. Okay. Now we're going to place the hands, the back of the hands in contact with our back behind. And we're going to do the first of our static exercises to strengthen the neck. So here you're going to take the head towards the hand towards the head, resisting. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And again, on the out breath, head to the hand to the head, resisting there. 3, 2, 1, release. And again, on the out breath, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. One last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, so we're going to take the arms all the way up again. Reach long and release. Okay, one moment here. We're going to swap legs. Okay, swap the cross of your legs. That's great. Okay, and now we'll start with the other side. So taking your arms up, breathe in, reach long, fingers to the ceiling. On the out breath, twist the spine to the other side. Stretching there. Okay, center your head and take your ear towards your right shoulder. Good. And now look towards your shoulder with your head, with your eyes. Lovely. And back to the center. Now we're going to start to walk our hands forwards here. And take a few long, slow, deep breaths. Feeling the back of your ribcage expanding. The in breath and contracting, relaxing on the out breath. Good, and then start to walk your front side. Okay, lovely. So we're gonna place the elbow on the floor, okay? Looking towards the ceiling, taking the arm up and over the head. Stretching there, all the side of the body. That's good. Look towards the center the head. Lower the arm halfway down. Fingers towards the floor, heads down towards the floor. Feel the stretch there. That's great. And then release. Okay, taking the head to the other shoulder. And placing your hand gently on the head. Don't pull down, okay? Reach with the other fingers towards the floor. Turn the palm to the front and circle your arm. 4 circles in one direction. And reverse away with the circle. Okay, place the hand behind. Back to the hands in contact with your back. Good, and now center the head and we do the static exercises. Okay, so when you're ready, pressing head against the hands and resisting for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Okay, and again, press and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. 2 more times on the out breath, press, 4, 3, 2, 1, release, and last one, press, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently release. Okay, take your arms all the way up towards the ceiling, reach long, and take your arms all the way down. Okay, lovely. So we are gonna come on our all fours position now. Great, so this position, take your alignment, raise below the shoulders, knees below the hips, okay? Take that your spine is in a neutral position, keeping the natural curves of your spine, okay? Lovely. So when you're ready here, we're gonna kind of widening the shoulder blades on the back, okay? So reaching, you don't do a cat stretch, but just the upper back widens the shoulder blades. And then you squeeze your shoulder blades together, kind of retracting the shoulder blades, okay? So widening and squeezing the shoulder blades together. Let's do it a few times. Widening and squeezing. Retraction and retraction of your shoulder blades. That's it. And we're going to do one more time. Okay, lovely. Now we're going to turn our right palm up. We're going to start to open the arm, keeping the arm in alignment with the shoulder. We're going to start to take it further up, twisting the spine. Breathe in. On the breathe out, the slight hand under the left arm, keeping in contact with your left waist as you go down towards the floor. Just a little bit to start with, okay? And then we go on the other direction. Breathe in, twisting, and breathe out. Twisting down. Good. And again, breathe in, and breathe out. Lovely. One more time. As one, breathe in. And breathe out this time. We're going to keep the shoulder and the head resting down on the floor. Okay, take a few deep breaths here. You should feel comfortable in this position. You can always use a cushion or a block, okay, to rest the shoulder and the head there. If it's more comfortable for you. Okay. And then use your hand to push yourself up. Okay, we're gonna do the other side. So turning the left palm up, open the arm, twisting the spine, breathe in and breathe out as you sliding the hand under the arm. Breathe in as you open and twist in one direction, breathe out as the twist. 2 more times. Breathe in and breathe out. That's it. One last one. Breathe in and breathe out. We're gonna rest the shoulder and the head down. Trying to touch the floor with your shoulder or your head. Use a cushion, a block if you need to. That's very good. And then use your hand to push yourself up. Sit on your heels. Stretch your spine. Breathing on the back of the rib cage, expanding the rib cage. That's right on the breathe in and relaxing on the breathe out. Okay, we're going to go back to our orthos position. Okay, so from here, take your alignment again. And on the out breath, we're going to activate our center, pulling the navel slightly in toward the spine as you take your right arm up. And then you release the arm back. On the out breath, activating your center left arm comes up. Okay? Breathe out. Trying to keep everything else in a neutral position. That's good. We're going to go one more time on each arm. Now you can carry on like this, or you can try to add the opposite leg. Okay, arm and opposite leg, and then you release. And the out breath, arm and opposite leg, and then you release. Okay, breathe out, opposite arm and release. Breathe out, activating your center. That's lovely. Breathe out. Okay, now we're going to hold the position for a bit longer, about 3 deep breaths. Hold it. Pulling the navel in towards the spine, keeping the spine neutral, back of the neck long. Okay, reaching away through the crown of the head, and then you release. Okay, we do the other side. Reach long. It's very good. And then release when you've done 3 deep breaths. Sit on your heels again. Stretch your spine. Okay, great. And then roll up through the spine. So you are in a sitting position here on your heels. So if you're going to stay here, you can stay here for a moment, or if it doesn't go further with you, you can come up on your knees. Okay? So we're going to place our hands here on the forehead. We're going to do static neck exercises again. Okay? So on the out breath, we're going to start pressing the hands against the forehead, forehead against the hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. So you should feel your neck muscles working. On the out breath, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Okay, exhale. 5, 4, feel your neck muscles. 3, 2, 1, release. Okay, one more time here. 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, now this time, if you are here up, sit for a moment, and then on the out breath, as you press, you're going to start to go up, pulling the navel in towards the spine at the same time. And 1, and then we release down. Breathe in and breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Breathe in and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Pressing, resisting. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Release. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. You stay up there. You change the position of the hands. So on the back of the head. And we do the same here. Resisting. Pressing the head against the hands, hands against the head. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. On the out breath, resisting there, feeling the stretch on the neck working, and release. Okay, so this is a great way to strengthen your neck muscles. And release. 2, 1 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time we take a deep breath in. On the out breath, press against each other and lean back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Breathe in. Breathe out and press. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Okay. And press. 4, 3, 2, 1. Your core muscles are active as you lean back. And again. 4, 3, 2, 1. We do 2 more. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Last one. And release down. Fantastic. Just release your arms down. Good. And we're gonna shift the weight of the legs to one side. And take your legs to the front and come to the front of the mat. Okay? So we're going to work our abs now. This is called reverse abs. Okay? So the good about the reverse abs, the good thing, if you suffer from neck issues, is that you can work the abdominals without straining the neck. Okay? So you can place the scalp with the hands behind the thighs. Okay? So lengthen up tall, take a deep breath in. On the breath out, we're going to make a sit-up with the lower back. We're going to activate and engage your abdominals here, your core, and just stay there at the moment, just making the sit-up, and then you lengthen back up, breathing. Okay, so on the out breath, you make a sit-up with the lower back, and you start to lean back. See how far you can go comfortably. Maybe you can straighten in your arms, okay? And then you lengthen back up. So as you do that, I want you to keep the connection here on your core of your abdomen, and I want you to feel your shoulders and your neck completely relaxed, okay? No tension at all on your neck. The crown of your head is going to stay up towards the ceiling. Your feet can be flat on the floor, or you can take them up, okay? Maybe here, if that works better for you. That's lovely, carry on. On the out breath, really activating your core muscles, abdominals drawing towards each other, and lengthen up tall. Breathe out, tilting, and release. You can keep your hands behind the thighs, or you can extend your arms for a bit more of challenge here. Okay? See how far you can go comfortably. Listen to your body. Any pain or discomfort in your lower back, just stick to a C-curve. Okay? You feel discomfort. That's it. That's good. Carry on. Really activating your abdominals. All the work is there. Lengthen up. That's lovely. Okay, on the next one, you're going to hold one position, one that you feel more or less comfortable here or further down, and we're going to do pulses, okay, just baby curves, like up and down, pulses, pulse, 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 pulse. That's it. 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Lengthen up tall. We do that again. Tilting the pelvis. Find the position that is comfortable for you. You can always keep your hands behind the thighs and pulse. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Abdominals, no tension on your neck at all. 2, 1, and release again. Stretch here, taking the head towards the knees, feeling the stretch in the back. Take some deep, wide breaths. That's great. Lengthen your spine up. Okay. So this time we're going to find the position again. So you can go halfway down or you can go farther down. Okay. And then you're going to start taking one arm up. You can be halfway up, farther up, you choose. Okay. But I just want you to keep your neck and your shoulders completely relaxed. Okay. So only as far as you can keep them relaxed. Crown of the head up towards the ceiling. All the work is on your abdomen. That's lovely. And then you release and lengthen up toward. So we are going to do that again. So tilting the pelvis, finding the position. You can be here, okay? You can be farther down. Listen to your body. Up and down. Up and down. That's it. Up, up, down. One more time. Und arm. Well done. And release. Okay, lengthen up tall. This time, you can carry on with one arm at a time, or you can try to do both arms at the same time, okay? Only as far up as you can keep your shoulders, your upper body relaxed, okay? So neck with the spine, activate and engage your abdominals, find the position you want to work, and when you're ready, one or two arms up at the same time, and release. Really feel this stick out with your lower back, okay? So you protect your lower back. One more. And release. Fantastic. Lengthen up tall. Again, find the position. Activating your center. Go up and down. Feeling the stick out from the lower back. Again, tilting your pelvis. One more time. And release. Lovely. Stretch. Head toward the knees. A few deep breaths there. Okay, we're going to do one more exercise here. This time we're going to work the sides of the body. Okay, so arms here or behind the thighs if you need to. Okay, that's the modification. Then you're going to find the position just a little bit, or you can go farther down. Okay, hands are going to be together. On the out breath, you're going to take the arms to one side. Center, breathe in, breathe out, arms to the other side. Center, side, center, side. Good. Center, center, side. We do one more time on each side. And that's one. Well done. And roll all the way down on your back. Take your arms over the head and raise your body long. Toes pointing, reaching away to your toes and your fingers. Feeling nice stretch on your abs. Great. And then circle your arms. Good. Palms facing down. And your legs. Okay. We're going to prepare for our shoulder breath. Okay. So feet below the knees, little bit closer to your bottom. Okay. Arms by your sides, palms down. So when you're ready on the out breath, we're going to tilt the pelvis and lifting your tailbone, and then vertebra by vertebra, start to peel them off the floor. Okay, try to feel all of them peeling up until you go to the tip of the shoulder blades. Okay, and then you take a deep breath in there, expanding the ribcage. On the breath out, you're going to release vertebra by vertebra on the floor. So one by one, that's it. Last thing to touch the floor is your tailbone. So when you're ready, on the out breath, tilting the pelvis, lifting the tailbone, and starting to peel your vertebrae off the mat one by one. Keep the space between your chin and your chest. Okay, breathe in there and breathe out as you release, bone by bone on your mat. As you breathe out, lifting the pelvis, peeling one vertebrae at a time, pressing down with your feet on the floor, with your arms, with your hands, breathing there, and as you release, bone by bone on that. Okay, one more time. This time we're gonna hold the breath, feeling your spine, vertebra by vertebra. Find the position. It's take the front of your thighs towards the wall behind and opening the front of your hips. Okay, notice your ribs and try to keep them flat. Okay, so softening them, opening the collarbone, keeping the chin little bit space between your chin and your chest. Okay, stay there in this position. Keep breathing on your rib cage. Keep pressing down with your feet, with your arms. Good. And on the next breath, see if you can take your chest further up towards your chest, towards your nose, and then release, and chest to the nose, and release, and press with the feet, with the arms, chest to the nose, release, last one, and release, okay, and replace vertebra by vertebra only. Okay, lovely. So we're gonna circle our arms over the head within, and breathe out, take your arms out, and lift your head off the floor as you curl. Okay, and then you release arms up and over, just fingers towards the ceiling, breathe in, and breathe out as you curl up. Breathe in as you release, breathe out as you relax. So chin towards the tail as you curl up, try to keep the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, and then release. And breathe out. And breathe in, release. Breathe out. Circle up. We're going to prepare for 100 now. So we're going to hold the position this time. You can always rest the head on top of a cushion. If you have neck issues, you can hold here the head on your hands, okay? Or you can keep both hands out. Inhale for 5 and exhale for 5. Okay? For those who want a bit more of challenge, you can take 1 or 2 legs up in a tabletop position. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. Then if you want more challenge, you can try to stretch the legs, toes to the ceiling, or lower your legs halfway down to the floor. Okay? But I want to focus today on your neck. Try to keep your neck as much as relaxed as possible. Okay? I don't want to see many tension, a lot of tension on your neck. That's it. Okay? You're gonna go up to 10, release when you need to, relax when you need to. And when you've done your 10 times, you can rest the head down, take the knees in the chest, and rock. Take a break here. Good. And we're gonna make circles around the tailbone. 1, 2, 3, 4, and reverse. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, great. So a little bit of roll back to mobilize the spine. So if you have lower back issues, you're going to stay down, maybe just roll a little bit here on your back, okay? Just a little bit up and down. Or you can come all the way up, and then on the breathing, tilt the pelvis, roll on your back, breathe out, roll up, okay? Tilt in the pelvis, rolling on your back, and roll up. So let's do it a few times. Well done. One more time. That's 1. And release. Okay, good. We're gonna move on to the sides. Great. So this is gonna be the starting position. Your elbow is gonna be down in alignment with your shoulder. Okay. Good. So we want to keep this, if it's possible, to keep this triangle shape here. Okay. If you feel that this is causing you pain on your shoulder, you have shoulder issue, neck, and it's uncomfortable for you, modification is to drop the head down and rest it on the arm. Okay. So that's the modification. Otherwise, here again. So we're gonna lengthen the leg. We're gonna lift up from the bottom waist and lengthen the leg away, okay? Trying to keep your hip bones on the front here level, okay? Flex your foot, and we're gonna start taking the leg to the front and taking the leg to the back, okay? Front and back. So notice your shoulder, your head, reaching long through the top of the head towards the ceiling. Okay, back of the neck long and keeping the space between your shoulder and your ear. That's good. So taking to the front, activating, connecting with your core muscles, keeping this triangle so don't collapse on there, lifting from the bottom waist. Well done. And we're gonna do one more time. Fantastic. Release. Bend the leg, top of the other. Okay, we're gonna come up now on the hands in this position. Again, so you can place the hand behind the head, yeah, that's one option, or you can keep the hand down. We're gonna try to lift up, or you can keep it on the waist. Lift up and release down, okay? So pressing with the hands, lifting from the bottom waist, and release down, okay? Your hand can be behind the head, lift up, and release down. Bottom waist and pelvis, lift and release. That's lift and release. Lift and release. So who want to work a bit harder, you can extend one leg, okay? Or you can try to extend both legs as you go up and down. Up. Maybe going down just here, okay? You want to work a bit harder. And down there. And out from the bottom waist. And release down. Well done again. And last one, we're gonna hold it up, find the position, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release down. Okay, well done. We are gonna bend over your legs. I guess lifting the arm, feeling the stretch on the side of the body. Find a comfortable position for your legs. Okay, you can bring one leg to the front. You can be on a cross leg position. Reaching here, reaching long. And release. Okay, release the arm. So same hand as the side you've been using, okay? When you were here, you're gonna press it on the side of your head, and we're gonna do another static exercise, lateral flexion. So on the out breath, you're gonna press hand towards the head towards the hand, resisting, 2, 1, and release. And again, press, 5, 4, 3, feeling the neck active and release. And press, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release, good. And press, 4, 3, 2, 1. One last one, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Okay, let's take the ear, the head's ear towards the shoulder to stretch the side will be mixing, and release, ear to shoulder, and release, ear to shoulder, release. And now we're gonna keep the heads down. We're gonna place the other hands, same as before, on the head, just resting the hands on the head. We're gonna reach long with the fingers towards the floor. Feel the stretch all along the body, the side of the neck, the arm. And from there, you're gonna start bending your wrist, bending the wrist, reach with the wrist down to the floor, and then start to take it up and down. And take it up and take it down. And one more time, take it up and take it down. And then release. Okay, good. Let's do the other side. Yeah, let's change in the position. So starting here, finding triangle shape or rest the hips on your arm. Good. Extend the leg. Lift up from the bottom waist, lengthen the leg out, and keep your hip bones here level through the exercise. Connect, engage your core muscles, and start to take the leg to the front, and then take the leg to the back. Okay, allow the breathing with the movement. Breathe in and breathe out. And 8, 6. Back of the neck long, reaching long to the crown of the head towards the ceiling. We do 2 more to 10. Last one. Great. Again, release. Legs together. Come up on your hands. Okay. So hand here on your waist or on the back of the head as you lift up from the bottom waist and then you release down. Okay. Lift up and release down. So you can carry on like this, or for more challenge, you can extend the top leg and just go up and down. Okay, or you can extend both legs and go up, maybe just dropping a little bit your pelvis down and push up. And dropping down and push up. And dropping down and push up. That's it. Using your waist. 8, 2 more. And on the last one, hold it there. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release down. Well done, everyone. Okay. Bending over the legs. Good. Reach long. Find a comfortable position for your legs. Keep the shoulder away from the ear. And release, okay? So same hand as the side you've been using, pressing head against the hands for the static flexion, and 4, 3, 2, 1, and release, and exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, release, 3 more, 4, 3, 2, 1, feeling your neck, and 2 more, the sides, feeling it's working, active, 1, and 1 more time, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fantastic, and release. Okay, now we stretch a little bit the neck, taking the ear towards the shoulder, and center, stretch, and center, stretch, and release. And we're gonna keep the head down, ear to shoulder, place the hand, rest the hands on the head slightly. Good, and reaching with the fingers towards the floor. Feeling the stretch along the neck, the arm. We're gonna bend the wrist there, reaching with the wrist towards the floor, and start to take the arm up, and take it down, and up, and down, up, and down, and one more time, up, and release. Good, well done. And we're gonna lie on our fronts now, okay? So roll, lie on the fronts. Arms by the sides. We prefer a low swan, okay? So on the out breath, legs together, toes pointing. We're gonna start drawing the shoulders back and down, okay? So back and down towards the shoulder blades, and then release. Let's do that for a few times. So back and down, and release. Back and down, and release. Back and down, and release. Now, on the next out breath, take them back and down, press them with your hands, chest up, and breathe into release. Breathe out, back and down, chest up, and breathe into release. So back and down, chest up, and release. Good. And release. Good. Maybe your last one. Lengthen to the crown of the head and release. Make a pillow with your hands. This time we're going to try to lift both legs up at the same time, okay? So you start activating your core, your center, lift and lengthen both legs at the same time, and then release. They don't have to go too far up, just lengthening them away, activating your glutes, your legs, and release. If this is hard for you, you're going to place your toes on the floor, and on the out breath, you're going to press them with the toes, lifting the knees up. Feeling the core muscles nice and active as you do that, okay? So as you do that, notice any tension on your upper body. I want you to keep your upper body nice and relaxed. Engaging your center, your glutes, your legs, breathing long, and release. And again. And then release. Okay. You're going to place the hands below the shoulders. You're going to come up. So here, we're going to do a high plank. So you can extend one leg and the other leg, okay? And then you release them back down. This is one of the options. And you just carry on like this, okay? One, and release down. Or for more challenge, you're going to hold the plank position there, okay? Keeping the back of the neck long, reaching to the crown of the head, shoulders away from the ears, activating your center. Keep breathing deeply. Variation, if you want to work slightly harder, you're going to start leaning forward, rolling on the toes, and pressing the heels back, okay? So rolling on the toes, and rolling back, pressing the heels back. Roll on the toes, press back, roll, press it, roll, press, last one, roll, and we press back, okay? So you can drop the knees down, we're gonna drop the pelvis down on the floor. We take a deep breath in here, and then we release all the way down, okay? So this time, maybe move your hands slightly forward, slightly to the front. We're going to start to breathe in as you come up to your high swan. And on the out breath, as you release your elbows, you're going to lift both legs up. Yes, so breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. That's lovely. Inhale up. Exhale down. Breathe in two more. Last one. And now. Okay, release. Hands below the shoulders. Breathing head up. Breathe out, push up. Sit on your heels. Have a nice stretch for your spine. Then always rest the head on top of a cushion. Taking deep, long breaths, slow breaths with your rib plates. Keep taking the arms by the side with the palms facing out, so to really release tension on your upper body. And the next breath, roll up through the spine. Okay, so we're gonna come back to our cross-leg position. You can get sit on top of your cushion or your plug if you need to, okay? So cushion or a block always helps to keep the spine a bit longer, okay? You need to aim to keep your hips slightly higher than your knees, okay? Good. So in this position, last static exercise, we're gonna make a fist. We're gonna place the chin on the fist, and we're gonna start pressing. Chin against the fist against the chin. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. So another exercise to strengthen your neck. They're called static or isometric exercises. You can try to do these exercises more often every day if you want to strengthen your neck muscles. Okay, 2 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Last one. 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, we're gonna take the chin down towards the chest, and we're gonna start to draw baby circles here. Very small circles in one direction with the chin close to the chest, and then reverse the way. Okay, and now we're gonna start to draw medium circles in one direction, and we reverse. Okay, good. So now we're gonna draw big circles in one direction. Good. And now we're gonna reverse the way. Allow the breathing to move the movement. Breathe in half of the circle. Breathe out the other half. And one last one. And keep your head down, chin down. Place the hands behind the head. Stretch. Maybe taking the elbows in. And release. Okay, reach long with your arms, reach. And circle your arms down. And again, breathe in, arms up. And breathe out the sit, taking down. And one more time up. And take down. Okay, lovely. Well done, everyone. Thank you very much for joining the class today. Well done.